Hello and welcome to CNN. My name is Jack Benjamin, and we are live reporting on the effects of violent movies. Catharsis, or discharging of aggression, may logically seem like it would lead to emotional relief. But the reality is that acting out our rage is more likely to increase our aggression than to purge it. Rather, it's likely to reduce the guilt that keeps most people from acting on their most violent impulses in the first place. Experiments have proved this theory. For instance, researchers studied an individual's reaction depending on how aggressive they were to begin with through a questionnaire. 54 men were split into two groups, those who were aggressive, including a history of physical assault, and those who were more calm and docile. They were monitored over a 3-day span. On the first day, the members were shown a violent clip. On the next day, a clip with little violence was shown, and on the final day, a clip with no violence was shown. The study concluded how the more aggressive people felt calmer while watching violence, while those more calm-minded were more anxious. That was vice versa when watching a film with no violence. Both these studies conclude that by seeing violent films leads to an increase of aggression. With these things in mind, we turn to a disturbing story of two young high school students in the Bay Area who, out of nowhere, began assaulting each other during the middle of a movie when they were watching during their free period. So Pearson, can you tell me what thing motivated Zach to assault you like the way he did?
I have no idea. I barely did anything to him. I was just trying to get him under control because he was being a maniac, running around, throwing things, and screaming, and I thought he was going to murder me.
Very interesting. Well, it seems like you were technically the aggressor in the situation. Why did you decide to handle it the way you did?
Well, to be honest, I just hate his face. Every time I see him around school, I just really want to punch it, and this finally gave me a good reason to.
When did you start feeling this kind of hostility towards Zach?
Well, it probably started around the same time I started watching horror movies, specifically ones about serial killers. I love those.
Was the movie you guys were watching a horror movie by chance?
No, it was an action movie, but I love anything with blood and violence anyways.
Very interesting. Thank you for your time. Now, as you can see, movies have definitely made Pearson a disturbed man. Now let's check in with Zach to see what sent him on such a violent, relentless rampage. Good afternoon, Zach. Now that you've finally calmed down, what do you think of the events that happened earlier today?
I just feel like everyone's overreacting. Like, yeah, sure, I pushed Pearson a little bit, but it was literally just play fighting. No one was actually getting hurt.
Well, you did break 3 of his ribs and cause extensive internal bleeding.
Yeah, well, that's not my fault. He's just a sensitive person.
Okay. Well, why do you think that you were so aggressive with him all the?
Alright, I was just aggressive with him because I think that little nudge he gave me pissed me off. Do I like the kind of guy to just let someone push me around like that?
Oh no, you certainly do not. Have you always been an aggressive person though?
No, actually, I haven't. I really haven't.
Well, when did you start to become aggressive?
I started becoming aggressive around the time I started watching movies such as Die Hard, The Matrix, Transformers, and other action movies like that.
So you think these movies are what's causing your aggression?
No, I just think they opened my eyes to what it meant to be a fighting machine.
A fighting machine, interesting. Well, thank you for your time. In conclusion, while violent movies can seem as quite enjoyable to many people, studies have shown that while watching a violent movie increases one's aggression. While this might not seem to affect you, make sure to keep an eye out for your actions next time you watch a movie. Track how you feel before and after the movie. See if any changes have shown up. If one of these tendencies are coming up, change the channel. Frozen 2 is always a safe backup. This is CNN signing off. Stay classy, Bellarmine.